go ahead and tiptoe through your life. Digging in the dirt, you can stress on the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith. Flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could cry all night about the things that you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways, but I'm gonna find a way to celebrate today. I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door.
Good morning. Good morning. I pray you are having the most amazing Friday ever. Guys, the weekend is upon us. Hallelujah. I'm so excited about that. Go ahead, go on and share this with someone today. Let me get there. All right. Go ahead and share with someone that you know needs to hear about wellness. This is Pastor V on Wellness, where we talk about small steps that make big changes so that we can transform together. We want to see our body, our mind, and our spirit renewed, refreshed, and restored. And so I'm excited that you have joined me today. And like I said, share this, like it, get it on out there so that people can find out that wellness is about more than just exercising the body, but it's also taking care of the mind and the spirit. Let's jump in today. We have been doing a full week of challenges, and I just hope that you are ready. We started off the week on Monday with hydration, making sure that we get in at least 8-ounce glasses of water a day. The Mayo Clinic recommends up to 16 of those bad boys, depending on your weight and your health status. So check them out, Mayo Clinic on hydration, to see more about what their recommendations are. And before I go any further, I have to go back to our disclaimer, because I want you to know that I am not a physician or a certified nutritionist. I'm a registered nurse, and this should not be considered medical advice. You should seek your physician before starting any exercise or diet program. All right, let's get back to business. So day one was, we were talking about hydration. Day two, we actually came on and we talked about trading screen time, our screen detox, trading 30 non-work minutes. We're not getting in trouble with bosses out there. Non-work minutes for something else. Take a walk, dance, turn on a little bit of Tina Turner and just have a good time. Journal, write down what's on your mind and what's on your heart so that you can begin to just work through some things. Just pick up a little journal. So detoxing, though, 30 minutes a day, you're going to find that it makes a big difference. You may not think it does, but it does. And then day three, we talked about stretching and moving, adding stretch and deep breathing to our routine. And you'll find that your body is more relaxed and is ready to face the day. And day four, mindful eating. We talked about slowing down and thinking about your food, smelling it, tasting it, allowing it to sit in your mouth for a minute so you can pick up the flavors and the spices and the essence of what you're eating. And then always be grateful for what God has put in front of you. And so here we are, day 5 on Friday, and we are talking about, drum roll please. Yes, I cracked myself up. Sleep reset. How many of us are getting 8 hours of sleep a day? Probably very few of us. This world that we live in, we are constantly on call. This phone beatings and beeps all night long. 24/7, you have access to social media. 24/7, you have access to the internet. And so often we don't get restful sleep. So let's do a sleep reset for the weekend, y'all, so that we can refresh our bodies and become those peaceful, whole people that we want to be. The aim, well, let's look at body. The aim is to get 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep so that our body restores itself. Our cells are regenerated, our muscles relax, our bones are strengthened because they're actually able to pull the calcium from our cells. Everything good happens when we get proper rest. So aim for about at least 7 hours of restful, continuous sleep. I will be honest with you, I'm about a 6 to 7 hour girl. And I've had those nights where I've made it to 8 hours and I feel so much more refreshed. So I am myself working on this challenge. We're going to talk a little bit more about how we can do that in our mind. Guys, it's all about mindset. Let's develop ourselves a sleep routine. Get a sleep routine in place. And that is, it begins with calming our mind and getting ourselves into that restful place so that we can go to sleep. Guess what that means? It means turning off screens at least 30 minutes to an hour before you're ready to go to bed. So if your bedtime is 10 o'clock, then at 9, you need to turn off the TV. You need to put your phone in the bedside table, and you need to just relax your mind. Do something that calms you. Reading, journaling. So you keep saying those things because they work. They work. So find something that calms your mind. It may be a stretch routine that you have where you stretch your body for 10 minutes. My mother-in-law used to do that every night. She would get on the floor and she'd do her stretches. She'd reach for her toes on each side and stretch. And then she'd reach down the middle and stretch. And then she'd reach up and she'd stretch. And breathing exercises. She had a routine. Once she was done with her stretching, she'd get up and brush her teeth, wash her face, and she'd get ready for bed. So you've got to get a routine in there that shuts your brain down and lets your brain know it's time for rest. And if it becomes this habit, then what you find is that your body begins to crave that. And it gets you into a place where you can rest and sleep. And of course, there's nothing more calming than prayer and meditation in the evening to just reset your mind and get yourself calibrated and ready for a restful night of sleep. And so then you say, Spirit, I just included some spirit. Getting ready for bed at night, pray, talk to the Lord, let him know that you are his, remind him that you are his. And there is something in Psalm 4:8 that says, in peace, I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Including him in your night routine and just saying, Lord, calm my mind, calm my body, calm my spirit so that I can connect with you and get rest tonight. He says he gives his beloved sleep. We don't have to worry about what's going on. I can dwell in safety because I've talked to the one who holds me in the palm of his hand. So today I say, get you some sleep. Get you some sleep. Plan for body, at least 7 hours of sleep. Mind, have a calming routine that prepares you for bed. And spirit, just remember that God in heaven created you for rest. He did not create you to toil and be consumed, but to rest. Have an amazing day, guys. And remember what we say here, that small steps make big change. That is what it's all about. Not trying to do it all at once, but taking small steps each day. And they make big changes in our body, our mind, and our spirit. And so in this space, together, we will transform our body, mind, and spirit. Have an amazing day and get some rest.
You could go ahead and tiptoe through